How's it going? How you doing? Doing good.
If we could rise for our invocation presented by Pastor Craig, Robert Craig from the Lebanon Baptist Church, followed by the Pledge of Allegiance. And we thank you for being here.
Well, thank you for inviting me. Let us pray this evening. Father in heaven, we thank you for so many things, but just your presence with us is enough. To know you, the one and only true God, that is what we need and that's what we want. And to make that possible, we thank you for Jesus Christ, his sacrifice in that empty tomb. And we're thankful for your presence with us now through the Holy Spirit. You are so kind, so generous, and so good to us, even when we don't deserve it. Thank you, and it's in you alone that we trust. It's you alone that we obey and listen to, and it's you alone that we praise and worship and live for, because you alone are worthy. I thank you this evening here for these leaders that are standing here before us. None of them believe that they have the answer to every problem, but we look to you for the answers. So tonight, I pray for our leaders here this evening. Give them the wisdom and the clarity they need to make the decisions that would honor and please you, and the discernment to do what is best for our community. I thank you for the people I get to call my neighbors every single day. Remind us that we are not in this for ourselves, but for the good of each other. As our neighbors thrive, so will we in our community. So I ask that you give us a spirit of love and unity as we seek your kingdom and your will to be done here in this place. And finally, I thank you for the promise of eternity in your presence. We're not living for this world because we know that the best is yet to come. So I ask that you help us stay focused on what is important. Even in this meeting this evening, help us stay focused on what is important. Your kingdom, your glory, and the one that makes eternity with you possible, Jesus Christ the Lord. Let everything be done here this evening be pleasing to you. Thank you, and we love you. And it's in Christ's precious and holy name that we pray. Amen.
Amen.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, we're now down to editing for business on the agenda. Does any council member need to add anything to the agenda for approval?
Mayor, I've got two items. One is approval of our 26-27 draft budget. Drew, we usually just advertise that in the Lebanon News.
Correct, yes, sir.
I'd like to add that, Mayor. And under old business, if we could, I'd like to revisit or add 2-hour parking or overnight parking restrictions on Main Street for current businesses.
Anything else? Anyone? Hearing none, is there a motion to approve the agenda as amended?
So moved, Mayor.
Is there a second? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Okay, we're now down to edit and approval of minutes from our April 13th regular council meeting. Everyone had a chance to read and we'll review those. Any editing or additions that need, corrections that need to be made.
I'll make a motion that we approve the 4/13/2026 regular council meeting minutes.
Okay, we have a motion, is there a second?
I'll second.
Motion second to approve. Any further discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Next is our approval of the April accounts payable, capital asset purchases, and I think we have our seats and addendum. I assume, is that correct, Drew?
Yes, sir, Mayor.
Everyone's had a chance to review those, Mr. Gilmer?
I have, Mayor, and I make a motion to approve the accounts payable along with the additions provided.
Okay, is there a second?
I'll second, Mayor.
Any further discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. At this time, I will call to order a joint public hearing with our planning commission in the town to hear an application. At this time, we will turn the meeting over to our planning commission.
Before we start, I'm going to explain the procedure that this board uses. We have Diane to read the application, and tonight we only have one application. And then those in favor of that application come up and we can ask them questions and they discuss the application and why they are in favor. Then those against application can come up and discuss why they are against it and answer any questions that anyone has. Then we have, can have more discussion and then we see if there's a motion to approve or deny the application. And then we vote on that. And then we give the council our recommendation. And the final decision is up to the town council. Okay, so Diane, do you want to read the first application?
An application submitted by Mary Gibson for conditional use permit to build a 900 square foot two-car garage at 148 Acre Street, which is located in an R1 single family district. adjacent property owners have been notified.
Okay. So, Ms. Gibson, would you like to come up to the podium and just tell us, why you want your garage?
Well, I have too many vehicles. I just wanted to build I have a garage on my house, but I just wanted to build an additional garage that would hold 2 vehicles. And it is right on my property. There's no one behind, I own the property behind me. Of course, I do have neighbors that she has alluded to that's been notified, on my desire to build the garage.
We're gonna just go ahead and ask you some questions. I just wondered, is it a self-standing garage or is it gonna be attached?
It's a self-standing, since I already have an attached garage onto my house.
Okay. All right. And do you have any idea, what kind of materials?
Well, they're going to actually build the garage from scratch. The Bush brothers are building the garage. And Mr. Felton, I believe he's out of Richlands, I'm not sure. He's done all the preparation and the grading. And if you got a picture of the, that was submitted, you see where they finished the grading. And I'm just waiting now for this approval so they can do the foundation and then starting the building.
Okay. Does anyone have any more questions about that?
Will the vehicles just be personal use vehicles?
Oh, yes. Yes.
Any other questions?
I've got one, and I don't know if this needs to be directed to Mrs. Gibson, but, one paper I'm seeing, it says R1, and one paper says R2. I don't know if that makes a difference, but.
Diane, did you?
It doesn't make a difference as far as the ability to put it there, but it does, it needs to be clarified for the application, make sure we're correct.
It's right in front of, my garage that I have now.
Yeah, Jones Edition, I have to go back and look at the design, I wanna think that's an R1.
I believe it's all.
I think it's just a typo on the, conditional use, but, yeah, it doesn't affect whether the size of the building, she'd still have to get it in either district, but we need to get it straightened out.
Any other questions?
So this is gonna be pretty close to the house. This is
Yes.
right across the-
If you see the picture that you have
Yeah,
there.
it doesn't show where you have it printed out. It's over in there.
Oh, okay, then you'll see the corner of my house.
Oh, okay. Right, let's pass that. We don't have this picture.
Oh, okay.
We just have a map. Here it is.
You can see the corner of my house there.
Oh, okay.
So you said the grading's already done?
The grading is done, yes. So it's relative, I have a driveway that comes in, so it's right off of that driveway.
Yeah, we can see it.
Oh, okay, that's it, yes.
Yes, okay. Any more questions for Ms. Gibson? Okay.
Did you say 2-car garage?
Yes. It'll be, I think, a 30 by 30, and I think if you, if I had requested a 26 by 26, I think that there would have been no reason for a, conditional permit, was my understanding. I didn't want to make it smaller, because my preparation had been for a larger one. And if I'm gonna pay all that money to get a garage, I don't want to build something that I can't use or won't meet my requirements.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you, and while I'm here, could I say something else?
Sure.
I would like to, say thank you to the town manager You're the town manager, right? For the town manager for working with me on another situation, and he got it all cleared up for me, so I would like to say, I thank you for that, and I thank Diane for helping me with all this. Thank you.
That's always good to hear. Yeah, Mr. Mayor. Okay. Now, is there anyone else to speak in favor of this application? Is there anyone here to speak against the application?
I'm her neighbor, my name is Dana Hurley, and I live at 132 Acre Street, the property directly adjacent, to
Can
her.
you tell me your name again?
Dana Hurley.
Okay.
I submitted some pictures also. An accident that happened.
I can show you.
Okay, thank you. As you can see, during prior construction activity, when she was having it graded, a large rock, you can see it was a boulder really, it weighed 105 pounds, you can see that in the one picture, was dislodged and it rolled onto, at the time, my 3-year-old son. You can see he was a premature baby, so he's on the smaller side. We had to take him to the emergency room as a result. I saw it happen. It was very scary. Since then, him and his sister have both been afraid to play outside. And they are just now starting to go out in the yard. My son will hold our hand. Yesterday was the first time he would walk without holding our hand in our yard since this has happened. Our children's play area, including their swing set, is in direct sight of where the building is going to be, which is where that boulder came down from, and which is where this construction will take place. Because of that, I'm deeply, deeply concerned about their safety and our ability to use the yard, because we're just now feeling safe to go back out there to use our property. I'm just asking to either deny the permit or at minimum, please require strict safety guidance requirements, including barriers, proper site control, and oversight during any construction activity to prevent this from happening again. My priority is the safety of my children and being able to use our property safely. Thank you. Are there any questions for me?
Just got one. While the contractor was still up there,
Yes, it happened while they were still there. It was Rife Construction Company that she was using at the time, not the one she mentioned.
okay.
Okay, thank you.
Does anybody else want to say?
Anything else?
In the picture that we have up there, I don't know if it's before, during, or prior to this that still there, or was that there? when this happened?
It was there, it broke through the barrier though. It was such a big boulder. I think one of the pictures has the ruler next to it so you can see the measurements of it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Could I address that?
You, Mr. Chairman. That's fair.
With the initial construction, I did hire someone out of Richland, from Mr. Wright. And in all fairness to Mr. Wright, he did put the fences, the silk fences up. And he did talk with them when all this happened. He was insured. I checked all that before I hired him to do this. So, in fairness to him, he did take all precautions. And I did not get involved in his discussion with the family. So, this is an entirely different group. The grading is all done with the exception of making the entrance into the garage. It's not going to be, further construction all the way out of the building, in preparation for the building. So, that's the only thing I can say, and I do not know what their, discussion was with Mr. Wright. I do know that he was in contact with them. So I made no contact with them because I really wasn't the person in charge of that. I had just hired the contractor, and I did ensure that he was properly insured and everything. Thank you.
Thank you.
Anybody have a question on that?
May I respond to that?
Sure.
Mr. Wright never did come speak to us, so I don't know what she's talking about. So, I just wanted to make that known that no, he did not come down and speak to us when the incident occurred, and neither did she. Thank you.
Is there anybody else in opposition of the application to speak? Do we need any further discussion?
I look at the pen. What's going on?
No.
All right.
I think it's a
Do I
it's hot.
have a motion?
I would just say, I hate this happened. Obviously, it's an unfortunate event, but us as the planning commission, we see applications on more of aesthetic pleasing, especially on a building side, rather than a civil matter. I do understand your concerns. I do know the construction company, know they have a good track record of reputable work, so I trust them to do a good job. And honestly, when it comes down to it, Ms. Gibson's applied for this conditional use permit, but like she mentioned, if we say no, she can just decrease it by 150 square foot. So do it. So I don't see any other than, like I said, a civil issue that we can't address. So for that matter, I will make a motion to approve conditional use permit.
May I ask a question? What about do you all have anything to say over the safety that they take to build the building, to protect our property, or would that be civil also?
In this matter, I feel like it would be civil.
Well, the building inspector has certain rules and things.
Correct.
Is there a way I could speak to the building inspector to make sure that like our property is safe, because I don't want this to happen again?
So I'm sorry, we can't be, but he's employed by Russell County, so it's Russell County Building.
He's at the government center.
Okay, thanks.
Russell County. Oh, and we're really a zoning.
All right, well, thank you for hearing me.
But with that, to finish that off, with, obviously make sure that R1 and R2 is correct on the application.
Okay, so you are making a motion to approve them.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All in favor? Oh, somebody has a second.
I'll say.
Okay. All right. All in favor? All against? Thank you.
Yeah, do you want to look at it before we all make a decision?
Ask Kim, I'll give them all and not ask Kim. Slip the picture. There you go. Do that here.
Well, I was wondering. That's what I took mine.
Thank you.
No, but they didn't say.
Did Judy pick it up? This time we'll close the joint, public hearing, council, and planning commission. Madam Chair. Madam Chair, do you have a recommendation from council?
Yes, our recommendation is to approve, Mrs. Gibson's application.
Okay,
So moved.
have a motion to approve recommendation, is there a second?
Second.
Who do here? I'll make mine second. Ms. Lockers, we thank you and the commission, members for your work that you do for us, we thank you very much. All those in favor of the motion say aye. All those in favor of the motion say aye. Opposed? Okay. Hey, Drew?
Yes, sir.
Are you gonna have someone here, or is there someone here already?
Yes, sir, Mr. Steve Sweets here.
Where did he come at? There he is.
This gentleman is photographs.
Sir.
Mr. Hurley?
Here's your pictures.
I don't need it. Awesome.
Thank you.
So, Mr. Short, how many years have we won this award at the waste, the water treatment plant?
I think it was one at 10 or 12, I think consecutive, this is 6 years say, right, Steve?
10 or 12.
I think it was, on the wall, it was 6 out there on the wall, yes, sir.
Well, on behalf of myself as mayor, and I'm sure the council members will have comments, we want to congratulate our employees and the folks that grew at our water treatment plant for the work they do every day. Good days, bad days. This is a very impressive award. Excuse me, this is for the State Office of Drinking Water, for achieving Virginia's optimization program goals. The town of Lebanon, Model B Bucket Water Treatment Plant is awarded the 2025 Gold Water Treatment Plant Performance Award for excellence in clarification, filtration, and backwash. So, congratulations to you. Won't you present this to us? You came from out there, so
I did come from out there. This is given to, a water plant, Steve, thank you, sir, for, going past, beyond the Virginia's minimum requirements, for water as far as, clarification, turbidity, taste, and just basically, staying a consistent water plant. So, you guys keep up the good job again, and we thank you guys for everything you do.
get a picture, Greg.
We get sample.
Just a picture, Greg.
Oh,
Same bottle, appreciate you.
I have only been there 3.5 years.
Kind of move over a little bit, guys, so we get you in the middle group. Young's need to move a little bit. We're Shaw, Texas.
There's Ron.
Thank you, sir.
Appreciate it.
Chief, you move it back, please. Request, Mr. Brian Brooks.
Yes, sir.
For Colonial Life Insurance. Welcome.
Thank you, Mayor. Thank you, council members, for allowing me to come speak with you guys today. So, I'm a benefits counselor with Colonial Life. I specialize in the public sector, work with a lot of different cities and towns in our area. Big Stone Gap, Homeacre, Gate City, Appalachia, Wise, several others. I also do some small businesses and things like that, but mainly I specialize in public sector. So, Colonial Life actually specializes in public sector as well. They work with, I think, like 4,000 counties in the United States. So, I feel like that it would be great for your employees. I feel like I could save them money on their voluntary benefits. So we offer voluntary benefits that fill the holes in your major medical coverage. So everything I offer just puts money back into your employees' pockets. They help them pay for things like co-pays, deductibles, lodging, and things like that if they have an accident. So I'll just start with telling you a little bit about Colonial Life. They've been in business for over 80 years. Very first public sector account is still on the books. They opened in 1955 in North Carolina Department of Highways. They're still a happy customer. We offer a lot of different products, disability, cancer, critical illness, whole life insurance. We offer a hospital plan, a good dental plan. I'm sure you guys offer your employees dental, but they can also pick up an extra dental plan if they need it. A lot of times people need a lot more dental work, and one plan just doesn't cover everything. So our disability plan is the best in the state. It covers things like pregnancy, mental illness. It even covers alcohol and drug addiction. So heaven forbid, if you have an employee that develops a problem, he wants to go get help, he doesn't have to choose between feeding his family and getting the help that he needs. trying to make sure I go over everything. So I know Drew made some packets for you guys with brochures and things like that. Colonial Life, we're the largest provider of voluntary benefits in the United States. Most people think it's Aflac because they spend a lot of money on advertising. We don't do that. We pass that savings directly to the policyholder. All of our business comes from word of mouth and referrals. And like I said, we pass that savings directly to the policyholder. So typically I'm meeting the top providers such as Aflac, Washington National, American Fidelity. We're usually beating them by about 10 to 15% on our products. So I feel like I can save your employees a significant amount of money over their benefits, but I'm not trying to kick anyone out. Most of the municipalities that I work with also offer Aflac. We work well right alongside them. It's kind of like having a Coke and a Pepsi machine in your break room. It just gives your employees the best options, and then they can make the educated decisions from there which one they want to pick up. Do you guys have any questions so far?
Any other questions? You're good to go.
Yeah, like I said, I feel like I can save your employees money. I've been talking with Drew for well over a year, trying to get these benefits in here. All the municipalities that I work with have been super happy with my service. I go back year after year, re-enroll employees, do new hires, and I would love to do the same for the town of Lebanon.
So
If you guys, go ahead.
just meet with the employees individually or as a group or?
Well, it's totally up to you or Drew, whoever makes those decisions. But a lot of times I'll come in and do a group meeting in the morning, and then the employees that want to see me will come back throughout the day and talk with me. But we do have some very good perks this year. So every employee, if you partner with Colonial Life, every employee gets the free $10,000 in accidental death and dismemberment coverage. That policy is totally free. There's no obligation to get that. They don't have to purchase anything. They just have to stop by and see me. So a lot of the municipalities will send every employee to me to get the free accidental death and dismemberment coverage. And then I take about 5 or 10 minutes to tell them about the importance of voluntary benefits, how it can help their families in emergency, and then go from there. Like I said, if they just want the free stuff, it takes about 5 minutes. If they want to discuss the other products and maybe sign up for something, it might take 15, 20, 30 minutes per employee. But we also, everyone gets a free well card. That's a program through Colonial Life that gives them discounts on doctor's visits, prescriptions. Even some veterinarians accept that, but it's also a great discount card. So employees can get 40% off Disney World tickets, Six Flags. Most of your major theme parks accept that program, that loyalty card. And it also, they can get discounts on local movie theaters, rental cars, hotels, and things like that. I think this gentleman has one in his hand there. You guys are welcome to try that out. You can go on the website. There's a whole list of providers you can save money with that card. And also, I have a free end-of-life planning if there's employees that are interested in it. So if I talk with someone and they need a wheel, I can give them free end-of-life planning through Law Assure. It's an online program through Colonial Life. And they can go on there and make wheels, estate planning, end-of-life directives, and things like that, totally free of charge. And those things are optional. So the AD&D is free, the well card is free, and if they want the end-of-life planning, I'd be happy to give that to them as well.
Drew, what do you think?
That's why you always pay big bucks. We offer Aflac and Liberty right now, is what we're saying. As far as, also you have the Air Medicare that we added last year, which is different. That's the medical care, but those are the two that we offer optional.
Questions from the council?
I don't have a question, just a comment, Mayor. Appreciate you being here today. I'd like to give our employees an opportunity, either a lunch break or 4:30, us provide the facility after work, to be able to sit down, discuss any options with the Colonial Life representative. That'd just be my suggestion. We can send out a memo to employees with, what dates or what time, works for you. Make them voluntary, we'd like to set up the time as a group. Just to say we're talking, it's a motion. So So moved, Mayor.
Is there a
Did
second?
you get all that, Diane?
We have a motion and a second. Any discussion or questions?
Under discussion, any preliminary, literature that you can provide us, that we can, anybody that's interested in, sitting down and talking with you, that we can provide to them prior to the meeting?
Yeah,
Is it online or?
No, I make up it's a colored booklet, but what you do is you can place that in your break rooms, other high traffic areas. It has all the products that are available, including the free stuff. And then I also send out a digital postcard that you can forward to every employee's email. And it has short videos and things like that explaining along the way. Yeah, I do that every time. About a week or so before the enrollment, send out all the pre-enrollment communications.
Okay. So we have a motion and a second. Anything else? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. You just need to work with Mr. Drew there.
Be a pleasure, and I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for having me.
And Ms. Dane, we have other requests.
Am I finished?
You're good. You're
Thank you
good,
so much.
Thank you.
Wes,
Yes,
you
sir.
folks are up.
Oh, we don't have, we're just coming to watch, the community in action.
Thank you so much. Yes, sir.
We
Appreciate
had
it.
you on.
I thought you was going.
Oh, no, we don't have nothing to say, I'm sorry. We just come,
We're working on merit badges.
yes, sir, we're working on our citizenship in the community merit badge, and we want to see, community government in action.
So moved, Mayor.
Betsy? This is so Phil, how are you this evening? You good? Good to see you.
I just wanted to thank you guys for getting the letter signed up. It was real nice.
We're gonna get it touched up too there. Oh, they touched it up?
Yeah, they did.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Good.
That's good. So it looks nice. Want to thank you very much for that.
You're welcome. Thank you for coming. Okay, under new, let's see. We're gonna go on to Drew. Town manager's report.
Thank you, Mayor. We don't have an extra one sitting up there at the desk, so mine's up there, but I'll try to win it from.
You got one?
I got Miss Diane's, I just had some notes on mine.
You need one?
No,
Is yours back in the office?
no, that's okay, I've got it.
You want us to go over each
Hold on,
one?
let's see here, let's see.
The first item I've got is the Homer Trails Program. This is a program by, organization called Tails Up. I know we've been looking for, problem, or help solving the cats in town problem. This is a program that they come in from Northern Virginia. They actually trap the cats at the local colony and take them to Roanoke and spay them neuter and then bring them back and release them where the colony is at. They do this.
Just one colony, or are they gonna be in, they'll be looking?
All the
I got a question on that one. Will they come up to the, like, just right out of town before the big barn is, going up to my house and take all these cats?
Oh, you like, before you get up?
You know, like when you turn out to the park, you volunteer for it.
volunteer to help them out there.
You mean near that barn out there?
Yes,
So
sir.
it's just for the town.
They actually, they will do anybody that wants them to help. They're in St. Paul, actually.
So what do we do?
Yeah, what we need
So
to
what,
do.
the biggest thing we need to do is find a place for them to house the cats while they have them trapped for 2 or 3 days. They come in, they put tarps on the floor, they clean the place out, they clean it up. Try to get in touch with Lonzo today to see how to use the pound. And then there'll be probably some funding that we need to take care of. It's nothing crazy, but I think it's a step in the right direction to at least show some people out there we're doing some work, we're doing a good to try to find a brother. And I think these people will help. They are also part of that Angels of the Side. That's what they can get them straight with it. So the Claws organization that came in here and spoke one time before, I think we're going to partner with them and help them track. So moving in the right direction.
What do you need from us this evening to move you forward?
Nothing, just give me an update. 2 or 3 days.
You have a place in mind?
Sorry.
You have a place in mind?
I think the pound would be a really good place. I've got questions out to them how many square footage they need. Only thing I know about right now, it needs to be climate controlled. Was the only thing she had told me so far. And like I said, they do clean up afterwards. They come in and so clean the parks up, mop the floors, move everything. So
Sounds good.
obviously nothing super new.
People know that we're working on this project.
Yep.
And many other
I'm gonna vote a good cop here too, because it's not good.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. The second item is the Pioneer Drive software sidewalk install cost estimate. I know we've looked at that. The mayor had asked me to get some numbers for this month. So roughly from Donald Seymour to the end to down Main Street, roughly 4,000 linear feet, 5-foot wide sidewalk. So those totals, you got your concrete, your base, equipment, E&S plan, E&S install, stormwater, engineering, survey, and pedestrian bridges. So that project, you're looking at a ballpark anywhere from $266,000 to $535,000.
So we can spread that out over 2 budgets, I guess, or 3, if we need that. This is,
Especially if we're the ones doing the work.
you know, I was gonna ask you, though, we do a lot of that work as far as the sidewalk part.
As far as the manual labor, yes, E&S and all that will have to be done by engineering, structural engineering for the bridges, that sort of thing. But as far as the manual labor, of the pouring and laying the sidewalk, we can do that.
I think this is a major project, and there's a lot. One of the main things is to probably allow those athletes to get off running in the road.
Absolutely.
That's the, and you know, our city, I mean, I live right in Middletown, people walk all the time. I can imagine if we extended that from 71, I don't see more of that, as far as sidewalk availability, it'd be great for the citizens as well.
Yeah, nothing's ever unlocked, but if you get sidewalk there, at the bottom of Donald Seymour, then you obviously have the Safeway schools, you got to get your rest of the way up there. It's a good start.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. The budget approval for advertising, Mr. Gilman has added that, down further on the budget, so we can skip that one.
Are you ready to move on with that?
I am. I just moved to advertise the proposed 2026 town budget, Mayor. Also, Drew, we talked about it in our committee meeting, we wrapped that up today. We would like to advertise the town's proposed town water and sanitation rates as well. And advertise that there's no change in, or no raise in taxes in personal property or real estate tax.
Correct. $4.50 across the board base rate would be $1.50 for each service on the base rate, and like I said, no increase to personal property or real estate tax.
Say it one more time.
$1.50.
No, not that part, the last
Oh,
sentence.
no raise,
No
no raise in
new
personal
tax.
property or real estate tax.
You got a motion from Mr. Gilmer? That's second.
And under discussion, Drew, we will advertise that for 2 weeks in the Lebanon News and our website, correct?
Correct, yes, sir. We advertise that for 2 weeks, then the June meeting, we'll have a public hearing. It was set for 7 days after that. From June, we'll have to adjourn to reconvene, and then pass the budget. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Final item I have are some upcoming dates and events. We have,
Did we vote on that, Mayor?
You got a motion in a second, but we didn't, did we? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign.
now,
You jumped in front of me.
I did, sir. Updating events and dates. This Thursday, May 14th, WCYB will be in town to broadcast their 70th anniversary, and they're doing the pavilion ribbon cutting that day also. Saturday, May 16th, we have the fire department breakfast and the Big Rig Truck Show at the Government Center. Sunday, we have Lebanon High School graduation. June the 6th, We have the citywide gospel singing at the Government Center from 2 to 8. And then June 12th and 13th, we have annual Cedar Fest celebration.
You already know
Yes,
that.
Saturday. Yes, ma'am.
You tell it the big league show. You know, there was a lot of folks out Saturday that filmed my job site. Oh, I see that, Grant. Very good. Good. Yeah, a lot of people had their own work, which was the whole idea. Just let people. Any questions or anything for Drew at this time? We appreciate everything and the work that you do with
Yes,
us.
sir. Thank you all.
Chief?
Just the numbers for April, it's total summonses and written warnings, we had 79, 14 traffic summonses, 30 written warning, 35 total criminal cases, 19 total arrests, 15 misdemeanors for felony, 8 motor vehicle crashes, 5 DUI arrests, 12 assist motorist calls. For April, we had 585 calls for service. Of course, we had a Little League parade and stuff like that. We went over pretty good. So everything's going good on that.
What was the project, I noticed that we were involved with that Bristol project, that what you call it, that.
Yeah, so
that big-
actually I printed off, and I think when I put it in the paper, I actually printed off the details of that. So I'm glad you brought that up. So what that was it was our task force, was involved in a interdiction program to try to get some drugs off the road and everything, and it went for 3 days. And I'll give you the details here, just real quick. On April 23rd, our task force was responsible for stopping 31 vehicles, which resulted in 7 written warnings, 21 vehicle search, 26 people search, resulting in 12 misdemeanor arrests and 33 felony arrests. 15 wanted individuals arrested. On April 23rd, our drug task force seized 84 grams of methamphetamine, 3 grams of cocaine, 3 grams of fentanyl, 1.6 pounds of marijuana, 1 stolen vehicle was recovered, and let's see, on April 30th, there were 15 vehicles stopped. 10 vehicle search, 24 people search, 9 misdemeanor arrests, 21 felony arrests, 8 wanted people arrested. They seized 76 grams of methamphetamine, 1 gram of cocaine, 3 grams of fentanyl, and numerous drug paraphernalia. So that was just a 3-day.
Are those random stops?
Well, they're not random. There has to be reasons for it. Yeah, but what it is, it's interdiction. It's a high intensified traffic stopping program, but there still has to be reasons for the vehicle to be stopped. The thing is these people are trained to notice certain indicators that would, once they get the vehicle stopped, certain indicators that would release that, and a lot of it just comes from consent searches once the vehicles are stopped. But, so, I mean, you think, that in 3 days you've got over 200 pounds of methamphetamine, or 200 grams of methamphetamine off the street.
I didn't realize there's that many wanted people like that.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Two stops.
Exactly, yeah. So, that, and I think the main thing you'll see, and I forgot, I'm sorry, there was a 3-day program. So on the 3rd day of it, there were 16 vehicles stopped, 11 vehicles searched, 22 people searched, 12 felony arrests, 3 misdemeanor arrests, 7 wanted people arrested, 8 grams of methamphetamine, 2 grams of cocaine, 1.5 pounds of marijuana, and 5 pressed fentanyl pills. And another stolen vehicle recovered. So they're out and running, doing pretty good, and they're going to plan these interdictions more frequently at different places. So hopefully combat some of the drug issues we're seeing. That's all.
Thank you all
Any other
for doing
questions for the
that.
chief?
keep doing that,
Yeah.
we'll be able to try to from us.
Oh, it will definitely help.
That's helpful, for sure.
We appreciate it.
Thank you. Mr. Tiller?
I got a letter today that said the cell towers matter have been completed.
That's good news. Thank you. Okay. All right, let's see, under old business, parking for business, Mr. Gilmer. Did you want that?
Sure, Mayor.
We're down to old business.
Okay. All right, Councilman Leonard had mentioned, at our last meeting about what, I don't recall exactly what he mentioned, but he mentioned 2-hour parking, on Main Street, or no overnight parking or some kind of signage, and I think the concern was, how do we, enforce that, I think, and what does that look like? Since then, I've got a call from a couple business owners, that are having trouble with, the only parking that they have is street parking, Main Street parking. And I think the council should consider, putting up 2-hour parking signs, or 2-hour limit parking signs at the request of businesses. I would not propose that throughout Main Street, because I don't think it's necessary. But I guess my ask, if the council would support it, is to work with Chief Deskins and just to see what that would look like. Is that even a possibility? What do other towns do? How do we cite that? How do we enforce that? Do we do fines? Do you tow it after so long? I think, for example, when business owner had a vehicle, there for 4 days, and the only public parking they had was a couple on-street, spaces. So I would just, I don't really have a proposal, because I'd like the chief maybe to see what options that we have, and then at that point, if we want to move forward with a policy, maybe to have an open, public hearing. But I'd like to, ask Chief Deskins to check on that for us.
Maybe Ken will give us some direction too, as they work together. Make sure legally.
Absolutely.
Okay, and you've already taken care of the other one, I believe.
Yes, sir.
Didn't we? Does anyone have, Drew, you have executive session matter?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Mayor, I've got something on committee.
Okay, go ahead.
I'd like to make a motion. We currently still have, Drew, we have a LGIP Steel Fab account. And I'd like to just consolidate that, with our regular LGIP account. Do you see any conflicts in that, since all the bond has been completed, with Steel Fab, and we just still have captured those bond funds?
And we put that in there, and making that payment with that, it's been held in there, so I wouldn't imagine.
Yeah. So if you look on your, I don't have it, it might be under information on your financial report, you'll notice that I don't have it in front of me, Drew, we've got an LGIP account, which is local government, account that we have, a high yield account that we have through the state, for localities. We have a separate account that we had Steel Fab, when the IDA would, I think the IDA would take the payment from Steel Fab and pay us, and then we would pay the bond. All that's been complete and closed out. What was the other LGIP account? I'm blank. Utilities, yes, so I still wanna keep that open, but I'd like to close out the Steel Fab and consolidate it with the regular LGIP account. I'll put that in the form of a motion there.
We have a motion, is there a second?
I'll second that.
Further discussion or questions? All in favor of the motion, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign.
Mayor, I have one other thing that's under finance.
Okay.
We had a deal for, was just over $1,000 from Innovative Technology. I believe that helped us with IT services with laptops. I know that Carlton Elliott does IT services with us as well. And then we had a third person, I think, that was interested in doing tech services for us, and we haven't bid that out. We're taking proposals for that, I think, in over 2 or 3 years, and we usually do that every 2 to 3 years. So I'd like to make a motion to advertise or take proposals for those services, have Drew draw that up, and advertise that as well.
The motion is second. Any further discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
Wes, the guys getting all this?
Yes, sir.
Anything else at this time?
Yes, sir, Mayor, I'd like to add one more thing to committee reports and recommendations. For another request for proposal for Parks and Rec, to advertise for the ball field out here, the park area at Old Mill Park, and the medians to treat and fertilize the grass areas. I don't think we've done that in a while either, so I'd like you to build a request for proposal for that.
These should be far too.
Yes, sir. Yeah, all Parks and Rec facilities, ball fields, and the medians for whatever facade and do that.
Is there a second?
I'll second.
Further discussion? All in favor say aye. Opposed? Same sign.
Under committee reports, I would like to, the 70th anniversary stopover from, WCYB crew will be here starting at noon at Bonanza. And they'll be setting up at 1:30 at the local theater pavilion. Then at 5 to 5:20, we'll have the ribbon cutting ceremony at the pavilion. And we'll have continued music and broadcasting until, from 6 until the end of broadcasting, whatever time that will be. That's it.
Okay.
Mayor,
Really, I'm honored that they selected Lebanon to be on one of the tours. We're excited about them coming to town. Go ahead.
I'd like to commend Dalton Coleman. I think that was in the fire department report. I don't have it in front of me, but he did, I think, meet his certification. Brad, what's the? I know see in his last report, he made 8 calls last month, maybe, and 16 for the year, so I'd just like to recognize him as well.
Okay. And do I have a motion to go into executive session under section 2.2-3711A, items under personnel and legal?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. We're standing in closed session.
Okay, you could have been on the river fishing. You decided to come see our government work?
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Yeah,
open meeting requirements under this chapter. And two, that only such public business matters as were identified in the motion at which the closed meeting was convened were heard, discussed, or considered in the meeting by the town council. Any member of the town council who believes that there is a departure from the requirements of clauses 1 and 2 shall so state prior to the vote, indicating the substance of the departure that either judgment is taking place. Mr. Lynn?
Ma'am.
Mr. Raymond?
Yes, ma'am.
Mr. Pickles?
Yes, ma'am.
Mayor Doty?
Yes, ma'am.
Ms. Jackson?
Yes, ma'am.
Ms. Fields?
Yes, ma'am.
Mr. Gilmer?
Yes, ma'am.
Mr. Tiller?
Yes, ma'am.
Mr. Short?
Yes, ma'am.
Do we have any motions to come before council at this time?
Well, Mayor, I'd like to make a motion to discontinue our previous motion that allowed fat patties to close Mill Street for car and motorcycle meets.
Is there a second?
Second.
Under discussion, I would like to authorize the town manager to implement an alternative plan with Mr. Varner. Probably looking into closing Russell Street to North Flanagan Street and allowing Mr. Varner exclusive access to Old Mill Park whenever he has events. And also communicating with you whenever he wants to schedule those events. And possibly limiting those to once a month during the summer months of June, July, and August. And he needs to choose either Friday or Saturday, not both.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. Do we have a second?
Second.
Scott second. Any further discussion? All in favor of the motion, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, say sign. Okay, any other motions?
Motion to adjourn, Mayor.
I'll second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign.
Thank you, Kevin.
Hey, Dennis,